In this video, I'm going to share the push workout I did with my bro Aaron Sanchez at the Redcon1 Gym in Nashville, Tennessee. We kicked things off with 3 sets of the flat dumbbell bench press. This was actually an audible that we had to call right off the start. Aaron was really hoping to begin with an incline machine chest press, but we really couldn't find a comfortable one in the gym. Reason being is that he wants to place a little more emphasis on building his upper pecs, and this really led to a great conversation. We've been hearing some great discussions on social media among other fitness coaches, fitness influencers, talking about how, like, for decades we've been performing incline presses thinking that those movements provided extra stimulus to the upper pecs. But what we're finding right now, what we think we're finding, is that rather than place extra emphasis, basically it just de-emphasizes the lower and kind of mid pecs there. So it just is mainly working like a little bit, it's working not any more of the upper pecs than it would if you're doing a flat bench press, but it's just kind of deactivating a little bit, providing less stimulus to the lower chest and the mid chest. So really, if you want to build your upper pecs, you can just stick with a flat pressing movement. But if you don't want to build the lower pecs or kind of mid pecs, or you just want to build your upper pecs there, then incline presses would be the way to go. But this is, again, it's kind of, I wouldn't take that as gospel right now. I would take that kind of advice with a grain of salt. Still, I think it's a great idea to incorporate a variety of angles when it comes to your pressing movements. Typically for an incline dumbbell bench press, I would just have a slight incline there. I don't like to do upwards like of a 45-degree angle. I never go up that high when I'm trying to work my pecs, work those upper pecs there. But that was great. 3 sets of the flat dumbbell bench press. Now we did move on to this incline machine fly here. It's plate loaded. The first set, oh my God, my arms were shaking like crazy. It was just really awkward to stabilize this machine. It's just training my muscles in a way that they haven't been worked in a long time or really ever there. But I really enjoyed the contraction with the squeeze at the top there. It's just really nice, slow controlled movements. And as I'm bringing the weight up, like bringing my hands together there, you can really see my focus, not just my body there, but my mindset is really focused on squeezing those pecs hard. So really focus on not just bringing my hands together, but squeezing the upper arms against the pecs to really get that intense contraction. I actually really enjoyed this machine here. So as with like dumbbell flies, if it's dumbbells, you're not going to have the tension at the top. Here you do feel tension at the top, much like you would with cables as well. So that felt great. And then we moved on to shoulders. So that's all we did for the chest. 3 sets of the flat dumbbell bench press, 3 sets of the incline machine fly. Then we moved on to a Smith machine press. It's a movement I haven't done in ages. I like to use dumbbells. I like the free-flowing movements there. But this felt pretty darn good. It felt pretty darn smooth. Aaron here, this was his final set, and he's going to end up doing some partials in his movements there. So doing full range of motion and then just finishing in the bottom range with just a few extra reps there. I don't know if we did it on this one. So this is his second set, I think. Let's see. Yep. Did we get it? Yeah, we got the partials here. I know I recorded a couple different sets of him here. So that's the great thing with the Smith machine, is that you can go to like complete muscular failure and rack it up, so you can do that safely. Here it felt pretty darn good for me. Good controlled movement. Just always tricky playing around, especially with the bar, especially with my bigger nose there. It can tend to get in the way. I find that the bar can be a little bit too far away from me when it comes to this movement. But again, it's a Smith machine, so it feels a little bit safer for me. It was a great pump. I don't typically, like when I'm trying to emphasize my chest in a push workout, oftentimes I'll just stick with like isolation exercises for the shoulders, whether it's a lateral raise, upright rows, Y raises, different things that are going to work the shoulders in an easier way without any more pressing. I just find that after the chest pressing movements, that's enough. But this felt really good to incorporate it in there. Then we moved on to the cable lateral raise, 1 arm at a time. Again, this is an audible. I think we were looking for 2 arms at a time. But the machines, a lot of the machines weren't comfortable. They weren't smooth. I think this is a fairly new gym, but you can see it's like still under renovation. They're still doing a lot of work here. Still like a lot of older machines in this facility here. So a lot of them, like, I found weren't very smooth. I love the atmosphere. I love the mix in music there. I love that. I mean, there's some big muscular people in this gym. So really great atmosphere, but I didn't find the equipment very good. And it would have been nice to see the facility like fully done, but it is what it is there. So you can see Aaron's kind of pulling from back behind him. I know he really likes to use cuffs for this movement rather than gripping with his hand there. But look at the shoulder shape, the arm shape in this with his physique there, looking absolutely friggin' incredible. We're not far off. He's just a little bit taller than me. I'm about 5'7". I think he might be 5'8", 5'9" at the most. I'm about 148 pounds. He's 158 pounds, so he's got about 10 pounds on me there. So he was pulling from behind. It just didn't feel comfortable for me today, so I was bringing my arm path a little bit more forward. This, you can oftentimes hear that Ken place a little bit more emphasis on the lateral aspect of the delts. Again, I take all of what I'm hearing out there today, especially on social media. There's a lot of posturing going on. A lot of coaches, Aaron and I were even talking about this. It's overcomplicating the process, overcomplicating what exercises are stimulating certain muscles in a certain way and everything. And basically just the way they have to try to stand out among the crowd there, trying to make themselves sound relevant and like they're teaching you something new. And really, for myself personally, it's just tried and true. I find myself going back more so to like the bro science days. Just what's working for you? I'm going to give it a try for myself, see how it works for me, and go from there. And here we're finishing off with the cross cable tricep extension here. Again, 3 sets for basically every. I think we just did 2 sets of those lateral raises there, but 3 sets here for the triceps to finish things off. This is a fantastic movement. Again, the machine, we are really excited to use this machine, but again, just not smooth. So it felt a little awkward. But yeah, Aaron looking jacked there. My turn here to get in some good reppage and finish off the triceps. But all in all, just a great conversation overall. For myself personally, I am training to the point of true momentary muscular failure with every single set. Aaron has been leaving some reps in reserve as of right now. And again, a great conversation. It's not like I was judging him and said, dude, you're selling yourself short. Why aren't you pushing to failure with every set? And he wasn't like, dude, you're not going to be able to recover well if you're taking every set to failure. We weren't judging each other because both of us have experience. We're taking the approach that we're following right now based on experience. And it doesn't mean this is going to be the way we train forever. I'm always modifying. It was just a few years ago that I was leaving reps in reserve for my first 2 sets. It was just a last set, best set approach that I was taking. And then now I mix it up where I prefer to train to true momentary muscular failure with every single set because I'm able to get in and out of the gym quicker. I have to do less sets in order to experience the same kind of stimulus to spark that muscle growth. Finishing off with some abs here. So Aaron was using the bar as support to take out momentum. I think the placement of the bar just wasn't right for me. I ended up getting rid of that bar. But this is just a movement that I absolutely love. I've been incorporating hanging knee raises into basically every workout that I perform. It's been one of my go-to movements there just because it really carries over into my yoga practice. We do a lot of like the hip mobility and hip control is it's a big factor in doing like the inversions, the handstands, and all different kinds of balancing poses. So I'm doing a lot of different cat-cow kind of movements here, but I find this is just been one of those key ab exercises for me that has had a lot of carryover value into a lot of the other movements that I'm performing really in everyday life. So you can really see like the curling of the pelvis is like lifting of the pelvis and then curling it upwards. And that's just been fantastic for me overall. So this was a great workout. We got a pull workout coming up that I'll be sharing with you guys in the next couple videos here, but really hope you enjoyed this footage. And again, like I said, like Aaron and I, we may not agree on everything out there, and I think that is awesome. But bottom line, like we're pretty much in tune, in alignment, especially when it comes to training volume. Like this is my kind of training volume right here. Maybe I might bump it up a little bit more from time to time, but this is pretty much the staple in my overall training plan is this kind of training volume in a certain single workout here. So like 45 to 60 minutes in and out of the gym, giving it everything that I got, stimulating the muscles, providing them with enough stimulus to spark that growth response, but not too much where I'm not going to be able to recover shortly afterwards. So really listening to my body, really going based on past experiences. I'd really love to hear your thoughts, your insights on this push workout here, if it's in alignment with how you train yourself when you do a push workout. So do take a moment to share a comment down below, your own personal experiences, your feedback, and your insights. I'd really appreciate to hear from you. If you did enjoy this video, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate that as well. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. And before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. I'll include a link down below in the description, as well as the top pinned comment, so you can gain some more insights into the process of what it's like to lose fat and get jacked. Get yourself started on this journey on the right foot, on the right path, based on the current evidence and the science out there, as well as real world in the trenches experiences. Have yourself an amazing day. I'll catch you in the next video.